damn right there is. Ah, and it's Tuesday, baby. That means it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I am so glad y'all are here. Yes, it is Taco Tuesday. Dwayne Dwizzle's in the room. Thank you very much. Followed by Nancy Halverson. Jeanette Miller's here. Mega Wet Willie is with us. Thank goodness. Adina Michael's here. Let's see. Jeff Curry is with us. Misha Chick. Hey, Misha Chick in the chat there. I see you. Michael Johnson's with us. Bruce Preston. Michael Falbister, always, buddy. 101 for the people, indeed. Let's see who else is in here. That smart-ass squad. Martha is with us. Martha, thank you for being with us. What would the chat be without a smart-ass squad in the middle of all of it? Carol Lowe is with us. Let me see here. Deborah Douglas. We got a full room tonight. Nancy Halverson, look at there. Mark Perkins is here. Randy Peterson. Woo! Tan pig, buddy? Really? Pigs get a little tan down here, are you? Let's see. Yes, we've been suffering through a very bad set of weather down here in South Texas. I've had 2 weeks now in the 80s. I think it's just going to extend it on for a while. Anyway, I'm glad you're getting a tan, brother. Take care of yourself. Glad to see you there. We got a trip coming up, baby. We got a trip coming up. Anyway, let's see here. Jess Coggins, Jeff Curry's here. Did I lose where I was at? I've lost where I was at. Let me see. Get on down here to where we are. Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean are here. Got the allergies going on. Oh, shit. The remixtress is with us. And Shirley Bernard. And the whole family's here. Anyway. What's going on? It's Tuesday. Well, let's start off with making y'all feel bad. Remember our story, sad story before about when John goes to his post office box there and slowly opens the key and wonders, gee, is this the day? Is this the day that it's going to happen? Hell, yes, it was the day that it. Where's my mouse? Shit, I got to find my mouse. Yes, it was the day it happened. I got mail, baby. I got mail. I want to thank James Price out in East Tennessee. He sent a nice little donation. Thank you, James. And by the way, here, there you go, James. And then he also included several little stickers for local UA Local 538 out in Johnson City, Tennessee. United Auto Workers Union out there, baby. I am big on unions. Was a union member. I was a union steward for a while. Yeah, it's unions are what helped build that middle class, baby. And we're proud of them. So, James, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate the hell out of it. And it was just great opening the box and seeing something there. So, anyway, I want to call out Rose Taylor and George Murray, both of which I got to have a little discussion with on the phone today. Had a great conversation with them, so I enjoyed that tremendously. So what else is going on in the world, baby? Well, they cleared up all that insurrection shit. You don't have to worry about it no more. Sucker Carlson, that guy, came out on Fox News yesterday with he got all that footage from Kevin McCarthy. Gave over 44,000 hours of footage to Jess Tucker Carlson. Nobody else, just Tucker. It was part of the deal for Kevin McCarthy to get the speakership. The gavel there, he wanted that. That was part of the deal, that he had to turn it over because Fox demanded it. Kevin, he's going to kiss up to Fox or whoever else, Donnie, whatever's coming around, whatever ass is available. Kevin's going to kiss it. And he did. Well, Tucker Carlson went through the whole thing. And he highlighted all the crucial footage from security cameras. It shows the QAnon Charmin coming in, escorted by police. They were showing them all where to go. Look at here, just go ahead and visit anywhere. Grandma and Grandpa's there, strumming around. They were just tourists. That was all the bullshit that you've heard, that there was some kind of a disagreement that day or some kind of ruckus. I don't know. It's all bullshit because it just didn't happen. Tucker's got the film right there. It just proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that nothing happened that day. Just a bunch of sightseers is all it was. And that's what they're going to sell, baby. Because, just because you saw it doesn't mean it happened. Isn't that what Donald Trump said one time? Don't believe what you're seeing or hearing, because that's not the truth. Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. That's what Fox News wants you to believe. Every Republican news outlet, whether it be on the TV or in print, They're not talking about any of the lies that Fox has told at the Dominion case or anything like that. They're not talking about that shit. And they're not going to. The only thing they're going to do is pull this line right here, that it was just another day. Just another day. 137 congressmen voted against certifying this election after the events of that day. And they're still there. Yeah, there was an insurrection that day. But along with everything else that the Republicans try to hide, they don't want this history in there. They don't want any history that they do not approve of. You know, all that CRT shit. Can't be teaching none of that stuff here. You can't be teaching equality in the schools. We really have to watch what we're doing here. We could just, open a can of worms or something. Yeah, the deeper they slide into that shit, the social war that they want to create, it gets dangerous for everybody around this country. And it gets dangerous to our own democracy. How this country survives through something like this. The only way it does, baby, is the way it always has. By your vote. And they're trying to take that away. But we have to be persistent, baby. We have to be in there. Because that's what this game is about. It's about who gets voted in. And Donnie's running again, baby. We don't know. It could happen again, and then where would we be? Miss Chick, where would we be if that happened? Hell, I'd hate to find out.
First, I guess.
I guess the first thing you do is unmute. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing okay. Sun was shining. The sky was blue.
There you go. Bluebirds and all that stuff?
No birds.
No birds.
Still a little cold.
Sunshine, though.
Lots of sunshine.
Good.
In fact, there was a moon a moon set while the sun was rising today. It was really cool.
Oh, man.
Kind of hard to take a picture of east and west at the same time, though. It doesn't work out too well.
Well, I talked to, but
I was listening to Merrick Garland today. Did you catch his little?
I caught part of it.
Yeah. Oh, the outrage with the airlines. Whatever.
Oh,
Merrick.
Yes, the part about...
Do something else, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it was about overcharging for airline prices if your kid sit next to you.
Oh no, it was about the big guys being able to charge whatever they want because they're buying out the little guys.
The merger between JetBlue and Spirit?
Spirit, yeah.
Yeah, is that merger itself. Yeah, he was talking about the consolidation of who owns all the airlines. It's only a few. So you're pretty much at the mercy of whatever they want to charge.
Pretty much, especially if they squeeze out the little ones that had the lower prices that would cause them to lower their prices.
Indeed.
But no.
Let me see.
And I get it, but there's other things that we could outrage about.
Yes, there are more important issues of the day. Johnny Fly, how are you?
I'm doing great, John. How are you?
Not worth a flip, and there's nothing I can possibly do about it right this second. You know why?
Why?
Because there's always something John's forgetting nowadays. And you know what that is?
Your tea.
Yes, my tea.
Oh,
I don't have anything here
tea.
to drink. Well, I do. With no glass to put it in.
But that might make you cough more, too.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, but at that point, screw the cough. I hate leaving an empty screen. Would y'all entertain our guests until you see me come back in?
Oh,
No, sure.
I apologize to everybody. Let me leave the room or I will have this hack in my throat the whole show. So I will be right back after fixing this shit.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
I heard an interesting story today, Johnny Fly.
And what was that, dear?
It was a young person. This was a story told by a mother, but her young person of about 13 came home and said, "Mom, my friend, who happens to be gay at 13, is being bullied at school." And the mother quizzed a little bit about, well, did you report it to school? Did you talk to his parents? You know, those usual things. And the point being is the kids are a little bit afraid to, get in trouble if word gets out. It gets into that whole thing. So
Yeah.
the kids came up with their own solution. The young person was afraid to walk,
Excuse me.
probably gets picked up in a car and was afraid to walk from the school to wherever the car was waiting for him because that's when he was getting picked on. The kids decided that they were going to just walk with him. They were just going to encircle him so nobody could bother him until he got in his car.
Now that's
And
fantastic.
isn't that
That is,
fantastic? But it's like,
yeah,
that's what we need to do.
that's what we have to do. Sure, any decent. And you know what? I'm willing to bet that these kids' parents raised them right.
They had
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
For them to do
Oh
that,
yeah.
Well,
they had
even
to
the
raise
mother
them right.
was just, she was just astounded that
And
her
where did this happen?
child
I'm
and her
sorry.
friends came up with their own solution
Where
to
did
help their friend.
where did this happen?
I'm not sure. She didn't say where she was. She's one of the bloggers I read, and she didn't give
Oh,
those details. But um,
well, that's
yeah,
what
Well, I
that's it. That's the only way through this shit is for us to stand up next to each other.
well,
yes,
John,
exactly.
I don't know if I sent you, I might have sent you this, but the stuff there was this one lady, I believe she's a lesbian, was commenting on. She said, "I'm really, really upset with what's going on with this whole country. There's, I believe the figure was either 450 or 470 laws that are being discussed now across the country that would discriminate against the LGBTQ
Well,
community."
now, Johnny,
That
you
did you?
you do understand fully that that is the crisis facing this nation. It is the
Of course.
LGBTQ community. It's the whole gay thing, the transgender thing. This is that we can't be letting our kids being exposed to anything that might upset them. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Maybe
know,
it'll turn them gay. Maybe
it,
that's what they're worried about.
it's
I don't know.
ridiculous, with the issues that face this country and the problems that we could solve. They're going to spend all their time on the social issues of the day, screaming and hollering about LGBT or what they're teaching in school, or it's always some fake outrage that they've got to scream about. And I spoke about it
Hmm.
earlier today. And the thing that bothered me the most, I guess, is hearing that Ron DeSantis down in Georgia down in Florida. He's proposing a new legislation that concealed carry is going to be okay in Florida. You don't need a permit. You don't need none of that stuff. Are you shitting me? Just grab your gun, baby, and
Well,
hit the
he's got to
street.
follow. He's got to follow his idol Abbott.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
His
wouldn't
Abbott,
consider that
your
guy
favorite
an
governor,
idol.
John. Your
It's
favorite
it's
governor.
bullshit.
And
With
he
all the
wants to
shootings we
outlaw
have
any
around,
kind
how
of
many gay people
blogging
did
too.
those shootings? How many transgender people ran into a school and shot it up? Nobody.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, that's
I
not who we
can't
have to
say
worry about.
nothing.
How you doing, Joe?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Well, you
Hello,
got to get
Joe.
some rest, buddy.
I spent all day at the dealership, and my Jeep is still in the dealership till tomorrow.
Uh-oh. What's
Oh,
up
you
with
didn't
the
get that
Jeep?
hitch yet.
Well, they put a hitch on it, and they're rewiring it so that way when I step on the brakes, the trailer brakes too.
Oh, you want trailer brakes on it? Yeah,
Oh, that might be nice.
might be nice to
Well,
slow that trailer down a
that
little
is
bit.
nice because if I run a stop sign, I might get pulled over and asked to step out of the Jeep, and then where'd you get that Jeep? And boom, they shot me. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
there
no,
you
no,
go.
no,
They
no.
shot you and you're laying on the road. That's what you get for being
No,
brown, buddy. Come on. You got
no.
to get with the program. Anyway, Joe, I'm
It's
glad you're
that
here,
these
brother.
times are crazy. These
Aren't they?
times are crazy. You can't even go across the border without getting shot.
You know,
It's ridiculous.
where Marcia and I, around Freer, around Laredo, Nuevo, we used to go into Mexico all the time. We used to go
Me too.
deep into restaurants and stuff that we visited. I wouldn't do that nowadays for anything.
Oh no,
And
I don't care how good the food is.
yeah, and this incident that happened just over the border now is just a highlight. And,
Oh yeah,
it-
and
it
believe
is-
me, the right wingers are gonna be
Oh.
spouting Biden,
Oh,
Biden,
they
Biden.
are. They are. They're going to be.
You know,
What
you
does
know,
Biden have to do
oh,
with
they'll
that?
they'll come up
Not
with
one
something.
thing.
They'll come up with
not
something.
one thing, but they're gonna say this is an example of how dangerous those people
Yeah,
are.
that's why we have to build a taller wall, a taller,
Actually,
bigger wall.
yeah, what they'll probably go after him about is the idea that a $50,000 reward was immediately put up to try and get the four
Yeah,
people back. They're probably going to bash him for that.
Of course,
probably.
Yeah.
Did you hear
of
what Trump
course.
said about his wall, by the way, in his
It
speech?
was the most magnificent thing.
No, Biden hit it.
They hit it. They took the wall and they hit it. Toxic Avenger, how are you?
Oh, they hit it.
I'm good. It's Jeremy. I just changed my name a while ago.
Oh, okay,
But,
Jeremy. Okay.
Now,
I
but,
heard you guys talk. I heard Johnny probably talking about an issue sensitive to me and to Robin and quite a few people out there. And we're quickly circling the drain of they came for the trade unions when I said nothing. It's coming.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They're
quickly
massing
spiraling
the
into
troops. Are you
Nazism.
shitting me?
We're
Yes,
even-
Jeremy.
We're in it. We're not even circling anymore at this point.
No.
And I feel so many people just don't give a fuck because it's going to affect them directly. They
Oh,
don't know it yet.
Well, they-
Don't. I think there are more people, Jeremy. Really, what we see in the news, especially down in Florida and whatnot. That's the shiny object. They're screaming about it. Look, they're pointing at it. Look at this. Look at that. But is it the majority? No. I don't even think it's the majority view of all the conservatives.
No,
What
it's
we
just the
keep hearing
minority.
are the radical nut jobs of the right, and Ron DeSantis, just like the rest of the Republican politicians, are pandering to that group.
They're the
Well, you
loudest.
know what, John?
They're not many.
What's that, Johnny Fly?
I wonder how many of those people. Now we know we have down in Florida. There's a big retiree population. They want the warm weather and all. But
Okay.
I really wonder how many of them actually sit down and listen to both sides of the story. Are they only listening to Ron DeSantis, or
They're listening to
uh,
Fox, evidently.
well, yeah, they must be, because come on, anybody with a decent mind and stuff would
Yeah,
not support a
well,
lot of this shit that he's pushing.
There you go with a decent mind. We've gone beyond that point, Johnny. And it just there's a case down in Texas that was just started. 6 ladies have filed suit against the state of Texas on the abortion issue. Because you can't get an abortion. I think it's 14 weeks or something like that. And a young lady who was pregnant, whose water broke at 14 weeks. The child is not viable, but they can't take the child out because, that's an abortion, you can't do that. She ended up getting real sick before the medical team would take the baby out of the body, but it was too late. She's already septic shock. She's in ICU. She's barely hanging on. And she recovered and everything. But now her and several other ladies are suing over that because they're restricting a doctor's right to save her life. They already knew the child was not viable. The child is going to die. And it has to come out.
John, I'm wondering when they were thinking about, overturning Roe versus Wade and all these other things. I wonder if they really sat down and thought about, well, maybe they could get infected and have problems. They didn't keep
they
that
don't
in
give
mind. It's
two shits
they
if
don't.
you're breathing air. The minute that baby
Well-
comes out of that womb and they smack that baby's ass and it takes a breath, the Republican Party doesn't want anything else to do with it anymore. You're on your own, baby.
Right.
Go out there. I hope your mom can take care of you. Good luck with that shit. See you later. Yeah.
Well, they're upholding those moral values like they said that they would do. They don't consider all the other possible consequences.
No, Jeanette Miller just put in the chat, years ago the rule was to save the mother in the medical community. It was. That was the law. But now they pushed it to that point, and they pushed the case is more about the doctor's ability to make a judgment call as to when the health of the mother is in jeopardy and when he can perform that abortion. That's what's at stake here. It's not necessarily an abortion issue. It is more of an issue of the state is restricting the right of a doctor to do what he feels is medically necessary to save somebody's life. The law prohibits them from doing that. And if they're
afraid to. They're
Yes,
afraid to break the law.
they are
It's
afraid
like
to break the law
99
because
years
they're
in
going to get
jail
put in
or,
prison.
Yeah.
let me
It's
shout out real quick Michael Johnson, who just came in with a $2 donation and said Ron D. Stalin should face charges and fuck Trump and fuck the GOP. There you go.
That sounds right.
Michael, thank you very much,
my
brother.
sentiments.
Thank
exactly.
you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for a little bit more.
Yeah?
I have to leave because Mama's making something that
Oh, shut up.
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you
Don't
because I
tell
don't
me.
want to make.
Uh-oh.
You have to fucking leave the show. You don't live that far away from it.
Enchiladas.
I could make it over there and back in the time of this show. I could just
We
leave an
should've-
empty desk over here, run over to your house, pick up a plate, and come back and sit here and eat it. And
Well,
still be live.
We could have planned. We could have planned better. We
Yeah, we
could have
could've.
gone into my little
We
shack.
could've.
And you move everything over here, and you
What's
can
this wee shit?
show everybody what you're eating. Look what I'm eating.
I waited right here
Rub it
for
in
you.
his face, Joe.
What are you eating tonight?
Rice, beans, and gorditas.
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 Yes,
The
homemade
chicken,
gorditas.
chicken or
What
beef.
is that?
You got a
What's
choice. Mama's giving you chicken or beef.
Yes. What's a
bro, you're
gordita?
living
Well, a
too good.
gordita is a
It's a
is
sandwich.
a it's kind of like a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a cornmeal tortilla fried. It puffs up. She takes out the center, leaves the outer crust nice and crunchy.
Yep.
And then she stuffs it with either chicken or beef. And then you got your lettuce, tomatoes, and then I made her real mad,
Sandwich.
John.
What?
Mexican
Don't be
hot
pissing that
pocket.
woman off, buddy.
Basically, yes, Mexican hot pocket. That's a good description.
There you go. That's a Mexican hot pocket. That's a good description.
That sounds
Yeah.
like something similar to pierogies, only we
I
use,
guarantee you it doesn't taste like
Right, pierogies.
Tastes better.
Exactly.
Yeah, they remind you like that, but instead in the middle of the pierogies, all made of pasta. And then you fill it with, it could be potatoes, could be
Cabbage,
potatoes and
different things.
sausage,
Meat.
or not sausage, sauerkraut.
dare you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Three
We're
mixtures.
trying to make you hungry, John. Are you hungry yet?
Yeah, y'all don't start that shit. I got a kitchen out there, and I'm not afraid to use it. The remixtress just came in and said, John, have you seen the pic of Carrie Lake hanging out with those dangerous drag queens? No, I have not.
No.
Oh,
But I'm going to look it up.
Oh, really?
You know who I think, what I think? Because I think Donnie came out and said that he is going to pick a woman, vice presidential candidate, to run with him, and he is going to make that decision soon. And that's the first name
Oh,
that came
I
to my
just-
Well,
mind.
maybe
I
maybe
can
she's
just
looking for a drag queen to be a vice presidential candidate. What do you think?
Well,
Bison and
there's
red
not much
chili
difference.
sauce. What? What? Come on,
Uh-oh,
John.
John's distracted again.
Bison
What?
and red chili sauce and a flour tortilla with cheese, lettuce. And, come on, man.
Uh-oh.
Killing me. Let's all go to John's house. Let's go to John's house.
But anyway,
What was, oh, never mind. I'm hearing
distracted by
bells in
food
me.
again.
Let me thank Keith Thompson, who came in with $2 and said, proverb, a house of cards will fall down, Trump. Yeah, I think he's going to go. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much, brother.
Well,
I think he's
going to
go with Carrie Lake. It's, don't quit talking about food.
Well, he the
Chat
show-
over here now. I got to look at it over here. Everybody's talking about food. Shit. What was that? Oh, Carrie Lake. Yeah.
Pierogies.
Somebody said that, no, he's going to pick Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I don't think so. She's an obvious
No,
pick
my
because she's a
God.
whack job and would be screaming everything from green lasers to,
Yeah,
I
but he
don't know.
doesn't want anybody to talk over him, and she would just be all over. the
Yes, she
place.
would be more of a highlight.
Mm.
Carrie, and besides that, she's a buffoon, and she's
Right.
known for being a buffoon. So,
He'd go with Carrie Lake just because she's pretty.
yeah. What happened to where did Jeremy
They
go?
would.
What happened to
I'll
Jeremy?
tell you.
Yeah, but she has no
I don't know.
brand.
He might be working.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he dropped off.
Yeah, he dropped off.
well, I was on earlier, and then all of a sudden my phone went dead, so I had to charge enough to be here for a little bit.
I got to talk to Rose Taylor today. I think that's Blue Dot Dusty, and George Murray, and I called them both because I got messages on my phone from both of them, and I could not understand a single thing on either one.
Oh.
It was just a bunch of garbled noise. You know, I said, there's my
Uh-oh.
cell phone service. It connected. Oh, you want to hear too? That's extra. Gotta pay extra, I guess, to hear this shit. So, but I had a great
Yeah, but you
conversation.
gotta make sure you pay it on time. That's what they're
Oh,
worried
yeah.
about.
Well, I'm trying to wonder, would it make a difference
Probably not.
if they cut me off or if I just don't have service? What's the difference? Oh, I can't
Yeah.
call
That's how
somebody
it
when I
is
go
up
to
here
town.
with
That's the difference.
Well,
Well,
that's
it-
how it is up here with the Comcast that provides my internet service. They want their money, but boy, you have problems. You gotta wait and wait and wait. And
Yep. Deborah Douglas said, did you hear that Trump announced that he will be their retribution? Their retribution. That's what he thinks.
I don't think
Tell
he
me
knows how to
he's not
spell
trying
that.
to. Yeah, he does not know how to spell it, I'm sure. But he knows what it means. And that's where his
Oh,
mind
yeah.
is. I'm
And
telling you, he's not worried about an election. He'd
He
lose an
pronounced
election.
it correctly.
He is
Well,
priming the pump
guaranteed.
to declare that he got
Oh, yeah.
he got robbed again. That he was really he
Guaranteed.
won it in 2020 and he's going to win in 24. That's going to be the line.
Well,
and the
I sure hope
Democrats
he doesn't
cheated
win.
him.
Well, I hope he wins.
Oh, well, here.
I hope he wins 50 to life.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah, that's what.
I
that's
got
what
you all to
Every
get
day.
quiet, huh?
Every day, get up and check
Yeah, I
the
thought,
news, waiting for that
where's he
one
coming
little
from?
news blast.
I
I'm
look
hoping
for the
for that
day,
day.
John,
Huh?
when he's in an orange jumpsuit and they throw him in jail. I want to see the handcuffs.
I want to see it. Are we going to see it?
And I don't want no
I want
sympathy.
to say yes so bad.
I want him to serve
Well,
time. I don't want Biden or
What's
anybody
What's that
else
old
to give
saying?
him.
If there's a
heart.
God, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I want
I
to
don't-
see it before I kick the bucket.
yeah, that's me. If there's going to be some justice here, I'd like to see it before I die.
Oh,
And
that
I'm
would put
old.
a smile on my face.
So let's
on
hustle up this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us are like that. Yeah, you know, it's hard for when we look at the justice system, the way it's run, everything from what we just discussed the other day, the private prisons, how that is run, it's a money-making operation. Our justice system needs to be repaired, and we have to have faith
Revamped.
in that. And the only way I see it doing that is this January 6th bullshit, this Trump bullshit. You either deal with this and show the American people that justice system is held, everybody is held to account. Everybody. The way the law says.
Well,
'Cause-
you know what, John? It's,
What?
it's so evident that Fox News is lying. So what's this thing with Tucker Carlson pushing this? Oh, the tourist bullshit again.
That's what he's
You
going
know?
to sell. They're going to pull up every video camera view. You know what bugs me though? They gave him everything, right? And
Yeah.
Sucker Carlson's
Just
show
about.
says we're not going to divulge any secret passageways or any movement of Congress off the floor. Okay, you're not going to show that on the news, but are you going to share it with your fucking little buddies out there that's going to look for the next insurrection? Are you
But
going
have
to
they
share it
not
with all
learned-
those people?
Have they not learned anything with
No.
all of the recent court stuff that they've just gone through?
Look
You'd
how
be
many of them have
surprised.
pled
No, they
guilty.
didn't.
And they're trying to sell this bullshit.
And how
It
can
was just a peaceful day in January. There's nothing to see here, folks. It's
Well,
the,
they're
it's
pleading
the
guilty.
Democrat
Owner of
Party
the-
just trying to make a lot of hoo-ha about nothing.
what's the owner's name of Fox?
Rupert Murdoch. Yeah.
Rupert Murdoch.
How can
Rupert
he even
Murdoch,
let them do what they're doing? What do you think he would shut them down?
Well, you know what? May I pose a theory here? I think.
What?
You know how Russia invaded Ukraine and they keep on going. They're attacking this one city. They're hitting the eastern areas of the country, hoping that at some point it will fall. I really think that the Republicans, the MAGA Republicans, are hoping that's their strategy. If we keep pushing lies, we keep discrediting people, maybe at some point the wall's going to break through, and people are going to vote for us, and we're going to be overwhelmingly supported. And
It's not the
win
vote
the
that I'm worried about, them rallying the troops around. I don't think they're
Well,
going to have
that's
enough votes to rally around Trump. I'm more worried
Oh,
about him rallying the troops around him. You know, this
Yeah,
little
well, it's the
insurrection
same
thing isn't
strategy.
gone away until he's in jail, and even then, it's not sure.
right.
They're going to
It's
hold him
that
up as a
strategy,
martyr,
John.
even if we do put him in jail.
But it's
As
that
a political
strategy they're
prisoner,
using.
is what they'll say.
Well, yeah.
Well, and I
But
don't know exactly what point, who he's trying to bootlick, but Mitch McConnell came out and said that wasn't right. You shouldn't have been giving that to him, and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah. Mitch
got-
McConnell did come out today
why the hell?
and criticize
Well, why
McCarthy
the
for
hell-
giving him the thing, and then pointing out that yes, it was an insurrection, as pointed out by the chief law enforcement officers in Washington D.C. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to know why.
but them guys, what do they
McConnell-
know?
Well, I would like to know why they didn't speak up when they had the chance. Now, after the fact, oh, he should have did this and he shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean?
Here's what, and he's right. And James, thanks again. The election, James Price said the last election shown that the normal Republicans did great in this election, and the idiots didn't. I don't know why they can't see that if they just went with your normal Republicans, they could win elections. They would win elections. Yes, they could.
Absolutely.
They would win because they would be what the Republican Party used to be. But it's not that anymore. And as long as hey, go maggots, because they're splitting that party. They are right down the middle. There are a lot of Republicans that are not going to vote for Trump, regardless of what. And some of them are pundits on TV, talking about it.
John,
Yes.
and everybody else, I must bid you adieu.
must
I just
gonna
got a
go
phone
eat your-
call.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The
No,
gorditas are ready.
no photos.
No photos. All right,
No,
Joe.
no photos on Facebook. So you
All right,
guys have
brother.
a great evening,
You too,
And-
Joe.
and we'll
Enjoy
see you
your
when
dinner.
we.
I still want to
Oh,
ride in
yeah.
a Jeep, buddy.
Oh yes, I'll pick
right.
you up one of these days.
Okay.
Possibly on the way back.
All right. Holler
We'll
at
see
me.
you guys. Bye bye.
All right, brother.
See
Take
you
care of
later.
yourself. Thanks for being here, Joe.
No problem. Love
There
you, my
you go.
brothers
Love you too, brother.
and sisters.
Love you back.
There you go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is dangerous.
Oh no.
It's always dangerous when you do this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Jorge.
Oh, man. Hold on to your britches. Here he comes.
Oh.
As soon as he looks back at the screen, he goes, "Oh,
Jorge.
hey, Jorge."
Jorge, you got the green
Oh, well,
hand.
I
You
might
gotta
be
say
bothering-
yes,
I might be
Jorge.
bothering him. He might be busy. We'll just leave that hanging there. And see
Ah,
if
he's
he,
probably getting another beer.
he probably is. Getting ready to go on his trip, I think.
He'll look at it someday and some minute and I can join the crowd. There you go.
Let's see here. See if
But
we can
yeah,
get-
what they're essentially doing is, again, a big portion of the population it comes down to. I'm sorry, you don't take offense. Old white guys
old white guys,
want to
Yes.
control everything,
everything.
and they want to own everything, and they want to make all
Well,
the rules.
This case
I
going
don't
on
know
in
why-
Mississippi is just, how blatant do you have to be with this shit? Case down in Mississippi, it's, the name of the town, damn it. Jackson,
That's
Mississippi?
just
Is it Jackson? Mississippi, where the state is trying to come in and implement a judicial branch that is outside of the city, in which the city is predominantly black, and this will be a predominantly white judge and prosecutor and all that stuff.
yeah. I can't remember if that was Mississippi or not, but yeah,
I
you're
think-
right.
Wouldn't
Yes,
surprise
Jackson,
me.
Mississippi, just Coggins just sold.
Yeah.
That's what they're
Yeah.
trying to do.
That,
They don't want to
that's
leave.
blatant.
And mind you, I found out that the city of Jackson, which has had an increase in crime, they need to do something, has already requested from the state they wanted to hold elections to elect new judges, not to replace anybody. They need new judges. They need to expand the court. They have a lot of things on the docket, and the state turned them down and said no. That's what this is coming. They said no. We'll send you them. We'll pick the judges and prosecutors we want to send to you. Are you shitting me?
Right.
That's part of their laws that that the citizens elect their judges in Mississippi. So what the hell are you doing appointing them? Let the people of the city decide who they want to be their judges.
Hey,
Just the
John,
way the
sounds
rest
like
of
a
them were all
case of
put there.
racism.
Huh?
Sounds like a case of racism to me.
There's just so
Yeah.
many names you could put on that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Racism hits the top.
Well,
You know,
John, it's been so ingrained in that state, it's hard to root out. You have to, there's still roots going deep down in there.
it's where their
Okay.
mind goes. Who was the idiot? Fuck, I done forgotten their fucking name. Some idiot.
The governor.
No, I seen a
Oh.
clip of this redneck, that Republican asshole, uh, who talks like this. God damn it. Anyway, his quote was he was talking about the press secretary, White House press secretary. I think
Yeah.
it's just a little doll myself. I think she's cute as hell.
Yeah, she is.
She is. I
But
like
she's
her.
good at her job too.
He said that that every time he sees her up at the podium, he's reminded of that little girl in the Little Rascals show. Really? That's who comes to mind? Fucking ain't nothing racist about that. No, not at all. You idiot. You know, it just a little shit like that just shows you who they are. It comes out in their own persona. What people are. They show you. And if you pay attention, you can spot it. I spot it down here all the time, baby. You know, little comments
Probably
somebody
very
will make.
common
Yeah,
your way.
yeah. You just have to be intuitive about it. Listen, you know, you don't have to get in a fight or anything, but at the very least, walk away from it. Walk away. You know, I like to confront the shit and just say, I'm out of here, boys. Y'all talking smack, and that's not who I am. So, you know,
Well, I guess you can't talk smack in Florida either.
no, it's going to be against the law.
Well, right. You don't even blog about it.
No, don't bring it up. It's none of it. Jorge Tire
Well-
Biter, are you in here, brother?
Oh, we can't hear you, Jorge.
Not
You have to
lighting up
play
at
with
all,
your
buddy.
mic.
Yes, sir, I am.
There you are.
There he is.
Oh, life is good.
Good. How's Nan?
Yeah, I was following this Georgia thing. Where the Republicans have just decided that if they don't like you being charged with anything, they'll just fire you, and they'll fire Fonnie Willis.
Do you expect
And-
anything else out of the
and
Republican
if they get
Party
away
at this
with
point?
crap,
I don't put anything past them. Nothing
I
nowadays.
don't see how they can get away with it.
It's only by people voting they don't.
It's pretty sad, man.
Hmm.
Pretty sad
Okay.
deal.
There you go.
Well, that goes back to what I said before. How many people are really paying attention to this issue? I mean, there's a lot of elderly people down there that are retired, and I'm sure quite a bit of them are wealthy. And maybe they don't give a shit really what's going on, but when somebody like DeSantis comes out there and says the stuff he does, that is vile.
DeSantis
How
says
could-
Florida's where woke goes to die. Are you shitting me? That's
Yeah.
where everybody goes to die. It's
Pretty
woke-
much.
Pretty much so. I mean, it's heavily retirement community. But
Pretty much,
it's
purgatory waiting for hell.
yeah. It's easy to sell, baby. And we see it with Tucker Carlson. They can sell patriotism, baby. All of them. And they all probably think they're all being patriotic by defending Trump or some shit like that, because look at the footage, baby. Look at the January 6th footage. How many flags did you see out there? American flags was all over the place, baby. How more patriotic can you be than that?
Depends on if you're hitting somebody with that.
There
flag.
you go, baby, right there. That flag, I say this all the time. I respect and honor my flag. But it's a flag. It's a piece of cloth. That's all it is to me. It's what I put into it in my heart. That's what makes that flag something. Outside of that, it's a rag, baby. It's just a piece of cloth, just like you've seen it on bathing suits, up people's butt. You've seen it on everything.
Mhm.
It's only when it means something to you that the ideals of what that flag is supposed to mean something to you. When the connection between the vision for what we're supposed to be and the long road that we are having to get there. You know, it's not the flag that does it, baby. It's people's heart. It's when they have empathy for others. It's when they care about being or their fellow citizens as we care about each other as Americans. Somebody key a patriotic song and gave an eagle behind me. That's all it takes. Is to uphold that family value and stand up for American. They could say all sorts of shit. Does it mean anything? No. No, not when they turn their back on their fellow Americans because what? They're gay? Are you shitting me? You have limits to your patriotism shit then. You know? We don't put limits on it, baby. It's for everybody.
That's why one lady said she won't even stand for the national anthem. She won't put her hand over her heart, for the pledge, because that pledge is for all people, all United States citizens, not just a few white, wealthy people, you know what I mean?
The Pledge of Allegiance, as written before, and later on they included the God part, under God part.
Well, I saw that video you were talking about, Johnny Fly, and she wouldn't put her hand over her heart and say that because she doesn't feel there is justice for all.
Right,
There
because
you
it's
go.
like a joke. It's a joke. When you're saying with liberty and justice for all, but it's not.
It's
No,
the
it's not.
it's the optics of it that they'll say. Look, she's anti-American. She's unpatriotic. No, she couldn't be more patriotic.
That's right.
You know, it's what it means, and what you're willing to do to I don't know what I'm trying to say. I've had lots of opportunity in the last 6 years to quit this, to stop what I'm doing, to stop using my voice. It's caused my family nothing but fucking hell for 6 years. And still is. And still is. And what do? Do I shut up and walk away from it? Do I betray my own values, my own integrity?
It all depends, John. You have to put your own oxygen mask on first.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to make those choices.
Well, mine is to stay right here and keep using my voice. And if the people around me don't like it, well, don't fucking listen for one thing. But they do.
Right.
So howdy, neighbors.
Yeah, nosy
Yeah,
bastards.
they Butt boy down the street still has all his "Let's go Brandon" signs up and stuff. He's never going to get it. Still has a sign out there. I still don't know what it says. Tommy, I just don't know what your sign says, buddy.
John,
it's too small. It's too far away from the road. I'm not going to stop and read your fucking little sign, buddy. In just in case you're listening. Huh?
Maybe he'll get a conversion experience. What do you
He ain't going to do
think?
shit. Pissed off
Maybe
because
he'll
I went and
figure
bought $500 worth of pot from him. That's what he is. He doesn't know anything about politics. He could give two shits about politics. He tried to sell me some pot, and I told him, fuck you. No, I ain't. You charge too much, buddy. Sorry. Fuck off. So, and he got pissed. So fuck him. And the horse he rode in on, too. I always want to say that. Because there's an officer of the law that stops down there occasionally, and they'll sit out there and chat for a while. And I really do think about stopping one day and on the pretense, I want to read this sign here because I can't never read it, and then just say, oh, this guy's pissed off at me because I wouldn't buy no drugs from him. Let's see what the cop has to say. Just let that out there. I would too, in a heartbeat. Shit, yeah.
And then you'd probably end up being the one in jail.
It'll be on camera, baby. It's all on camera. Maria Betancourt just came in with a $5 donation. Bless your heart, baby. Thank you. And said, Florida GOP DeSantis wants to pass a law to remove kids from parents who allowed gender transition. Yes. Yes. I swear, the only thing he is missing is a little mustache under his nostrils right there. I swear.
Exactly.
He's going full bore off the deep end. Thank you, Maria Betancourt. Yeah, he's against gay. Hello, James. I'm sorry, brother. Came in the room.
No, I snuck up here and didn't tell nobody.
That's thank you for that donation, brother. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
John, can I bring up a couple things about Missouri?
What about Missouri? Who's talking
Well,
about
number
Missouri?
They're trying to get, it's in the state legislature right now, a Don't Say Gay law in Missouri.
Oh,
You
really?
even have a post on it in main
Really?
discussion. I thought somebody posted it. And the other thing is that
Seems to
the
be spreading, huh?
state of Missouri, which is all white, Republican, bizarro evangelicals, and the governor and the attorney general and everybody else, they are trying to take over the police force in the city of St. Louis, which is predominantly black, saying the crime is too high, so they got to come in and run the police force for
And
them.
the answer is white officers. Is that what they're saying?
Well, that probably is what the answer is going to be.
Oh lordy.
Just like Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah. Well, this thing in Jackson, that's hit the news. There's a big discussion on that in the news because it's pretty obvious what the state's trying to do. You know, and for what reason? You don't trust the citizens of Jackson, Mississippi to elect their own officials? That the state has to step in and assign somebody? Well, do they do that everywhere in Mississippi? Or just Jackson? Yeah.
Just
Mm-hmm. Selective.
Missouri lost one thing today. A court ruled against their gun law, the law that says that they can interfere with the federal gun regulations and that people have to adhere to the state regulations, which is unconstitutional. They lost that in court.
Somewhere today, as I drop my shit. Oh, come on. Yeah, Murphy's Law, right out of your reach. Somewhere today, they are somebody's voting for legalized marijuana today. Who is that? Somewhere.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
I think so.
I think, okay, I thought they were already. Oh, maybe they had medical and now they're going, huh? What are you singing about? Did they win?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, why are you singing?
Because I just couldn't help it.
Okay.
Because it's Oklahoma. You gotta burst
I
into
know it.
Oklahoma.
Deep red Oklahoma. If Oklahoma, that's Texas, better get your shit together, man. Come
It's
on.
creeping closer to you.
It is
John,
close.
but-
It's all around me. It's in New Mexico. You can get New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Not sure about Louisiana. But
Well,
if
and
they get
some of them
Oklahoma-
are, some of them are medical, and some of them
Yeah.
are recreational.
Yeah. Either one would be. Well, the medical marijuana here in Texas is legal. If you can jump through that many hoops. First, you have to find a doctor. There's only two. And they're in Austin, so Texas, big state. You got gas money. Oklahoma's already legal. Blue Dot Dusty said. Hi, Blue Dot Dusty. Good talking to you, baby. I thought Oklahoma was already legal, but I might have
Well, it's somewhere
been
near Texas.
thinking just what? Oh, Keith, buddy, that's a mistake, brother. Anybody else see that? That's got to be a mistake.
Yes, the $300 donation.
Yeah, that's got to be a mistake. That's got to be a mistake. We won't hold him to that.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see in the chat and go, oops, big oops, Keith. Don't, maybe that's, all right. Didn't come up there.
I don't see that one.
Good. Maybe it went away real quick. I hope it did. And there it is. Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said what they want to do in Missouri is take away the power to run the police from the black mayor who has presented some reform for police, who has presented some reform for police officers. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Maria Betancourt. Uh, how obvious is that shit?
Oh yeah, the mayor is totally against it, John.
I would imagine
Really.
so.
And many of the local councilmen, council persons, whatever you call them nowadays, they're all against it too.
Yeah.
Inside the city of St. Louis.
Boy, howdy. And again, look where it is. So what kind of message are they sending in these red states?
Well,
Yeah.
the mayor appoints the chief of police, so what's going to happen if they take that power away?
Lord have mercy. Let me thank Linda Gallup, who came in with a $10 donation and said, LOL on CPAC's empty seats. Kimberly Guilfoyle looks like too much lip filler too. Oh, LOL. Yes, CPAC was a little, wasn't filled up like normally. You know, something happened. That's what I mean. The Republican Party is split. Those that showed up at CPAC this time, there's your maggots. And they were talking about that. Yeah, there you go, Keith. Thank you very much, brother. I'm glad you caught that. What was I saying? I was saying something very profound too, I'm sure. Huh?
Something about CPAC.
Oh, how empty the seats were and everything. Yeah, but it shows a divided party. You know, and right now, in my mind, I'm going, good. Let them divide the shit, because that's going to ensure a Democratic win in 24. Let's hope. Yeah, but what's the answer? I mean, you know, do all conservatives in this country want to follow the path that Donnie wants to go down? Retribution? Really? That's what you think of your fellow citizens there, Donnie? You want retribution?
Can somebody educate me real quick? How do they pick their nominee? I mean, I'm not even sure.
Do the Republicans?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there'll be a primary, just like you know the Democrats. Everybody has their primary state to state. The first one will be in Iowa, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Wait, they have the Democratic primary and then the Republican primary, and all of a sudden in my head, I don't know if they're on the same damn day, but I would assume that they were.
Well, I know, wasn't it the Democrats wanted to change the
Yeah,
first from
yeah, they're on
Iowa
the same
to,
damn day.
to South
Because everybody goes to
Carolina?
voting booths and vote. They vote them in. They you know, each state has their primary elections, and whoever wins and whoever gets as many not electoral votes. That's the person that delegates. Whoever wins the most delegates goes on to win their primary. And same way with the Democrats, we do the same thing. And there'll be a field up against Joe Biden, but there's going to be a big field up against Donnie, and it's going to be led by Ron DeSantis. We already know that. What's her name out of South Carolina, South Carolina? Nikki Haley is in.
Nikki Haley,
Okay.
yeah.
There's some other Republican in too, I think. Can't remember their name. Nobody wants to jump in right now. Even Ron DeSantis is not a candidate yet. He hasn't declared, because once you declare, well, shit, then the game changes, you know, as to what you're allowed to do. And if you,
I think Trump should run with RuPaul as his vice president.
yeah, wouldn't that be a show? Yeah,
Yes.
that ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything
Maybe
like that.
DeSantis.
Yeah.
Maybe
I,
DeSantis.
if Trump runs, he's going to pick Carrie Lake. You mark my words, he's going to pick Carrie
I
Lake.
bet you he will.
Because she has held the line ever since she lost the election there, that she was cheated out of this election, and Donald Trump was cheated out of this election. They proved her wrong over and over in the courts, but no, she's going to hang on to her. And she's doing exactly what Trump did.
Well,
And
John,
Trump likes that.
Carrie has the same personality like Trump, only she's a female.
Yeah.
A woman.
Yeah. She's an election denier. It's all up in her head. You know, it's I won, and that's all there is to it. You can't convince her of shit. You can't convince Donnie he didn't win. In his head, he won. Well, he knows he lost. We've seen
He's
that. We've
bullshitting.
seen
He
that.
know.
Yeah,
He
knew,
knows he
he
lost.
knew he lost. I've read that in so many books that yes, he knew. Conversations he had with people after the election was called. Yeah, he knew he lost. So this is all still again. What got Donnie excited was the insurrection. It was January 6th. That was all for him, and he ate that shit up. And don't tell me for a second he wouldn't do it again.
Of course.
That's what he wants. He may not want to storm the Capitol, but what I think he wants is riots all across the country. He wants people to get pissed all over the place. You know, a little maggot group here, a little maggot group there. Next thing you know, you got chaos across the country, and he's going to eat it up. Point to it look at what shape our country is in.
He'll blame the Democrats and say,
Yes.
see, that's why you need
For
to
cheating.
elect me. And
That's what happens when you cheat the people out of their vote. These people are upset because you cheated their vote. No, probably half of them in that crowd aren't eligible to vote for criminal record or some shit. You know, they're a bunch of, they're not interested in democracy or anything what this country stands for. They want chaos, baby. They want a Mad Max society as far as they want it all to go to hell in a handbasket. You know, that's what half of them believe. Let me thank George Murray, who I spoke to today on the phone, came in with a $5 donation. George, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Enjoyed the conversation today. Send me your phone number. I'll call you. And, yeah, anyway. Oh, what a world we live in right now. You know, I worry. I do. And
Hey,
like
John,
I said, I'm
have you
not worried
noticed-
politically. I'm more worried about the stability.
Well, John, have you seen all the wonderful legislation the legislators that they're doing in the House right now? You see how they're getting so much stuff done?
Oh yeah, they're just awash in legislation that are going to help the people. You bet your ass they're doing the people's business every day. They're getting down to the bottom of that weaponization of the FBI. Jacket off Jim Jordan's right in there investigating every bit of that. You can rest assured he is guarding the nation from the vicious FBI.
They're not working on the debt ceiling. They're going to wait till the last minute, and then they'll say,
They're not going to work on anything except social issues. Anything they could scream about is what they're going to work on. Culture issues, cultural war. That's all they got.
Yeah, grooming children in school.
Sure, transgender, the gays especially. You know, it's
parental rights
woke.
about what to teach.
Everybody's woke. Don't want to teach any critical race theory in kindergarten. Yeah, it's ignorance. But that's what they live on.
It's okay to dress little 5-year-olds up like they're 25-year-old models and parade them around in front of people and have them dance and twirl things. But gosh forbid a 30-year-old trans person can't dress up. Really?
I just, how many people are they going to arrest on Halloween? Oh, look at there. He's in drag. Arrest that man. You know.
Hey, I seen where, they're banning people or doctors from helping these kids with their transgender.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now some of these states are banning it for adults too. They're going that far with it.
If they had their way, they banned it totally.
Yeah, it started off with just helping the kids, protecting the kids. Now it's just going to everybody.
Yeah, you're going to hell in a handbasket. That's all there is to it. God said so. You're going to die.
The gender affirming care.
Right. And who, are they the ones that's living with that child?
Well, and what they don't understand is that a good portion of gender affirming care is just talking to the children.
Yeah. It's
about
not
how
that
they
going
feel
in there with a
about
surgical knife going, well, let's just get to work here. No.
Yeah. It's just talking them through whatever they're
therapy.
going through.
You know, you know,
But no, everybody's going to get hormones right now. No.
I got news for everybody. Even as an adult, you can't just wake up one day and go, you know, I'm going to try this transgender stuff out and I'm going to go get changed.
Right.
No, there's not a
Doesn't
doctor
work
in
that
the
way.
town or anywhere in the country that's going to touch your ass. There is a process that you have to go through for gender affirming surgery, and it involves psychiatrists, it involves therapy, a lot of sessions, a lot of years in most
Yeah.
cases. I don't know what it is. I know what it is in Texas, baby. You ain't doing that for years before that is approved, before it can be done. So, you know, the right goes around screaming about it like, you know, every child is just going to go whip down to the surgery room and cut their little
Right.
pecker off and stuff. No, it's not what happens. It's ignorance. But they sell ignorance. That's what the red meat. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take little Billy down there just because he said he wanted to. So just whack it off. And then what are you going to do? You know,
It's just like
it's
Planned-
that kind of fake outrage bullshit.
The
Planned
Republicans are
Parenthood turned
drama
into an
queens.
abortion clinic. Like, really?
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood is planning whether you're going to have children.
Well, the Republicans, they're like drama queens as far as I'm concerned. They want to stir the shit up. That's all they want to
That's
do.
all it is. They want to
Yep.
create an atmosphere of hate between our citizens, between the right and the left. You know, and to the degree of some of them want to have a divorce. You know, we're just going to go ahead and get a divorce.
But you know how all this shit creeps, John? They're going to go from, okay, they've put all these parameters around abortion. We'll allow it here, there, and everywhere, except for not. Even if somebody's going to die or
Even if
whatever.
somebody's going to
and-
die, or even if it's, you
Well,
know, in the case of this one young lady, it was going to affect her future ability to have children.
Right.
Really?
But the next creeping thing is, well, we aren't going to allow birth control. Period.
They're trying to take
Period.
the pill,
That's like an abortion pill there.
an
that
abortion
birth
pill,
control.
and it's not just for abortions. It's for a lot of other reasons.
It is.
What is it? Oh, California. Governor Newsom came out and said they're not going to do any more business with Walgreens, the chain of drugstores across the country, because Walgreens says we're not selling that pill anymore. If your
That's
state
right.
state says you can't use it, we're not going to ship it to you. Fuck you. It's not up
And
to
I'm
you.
not going to do it either.
A doctor
Well-
prescribed that to her. You're not her
Except for
doctor.
If they're selling it in a state that's saying that it's illegal, then
Right.
they have to be careful to not sell it in that state. That's
They're
pretty
not
simple.
selling it
Because of the
in any
law, they
state.
don't want to get in
They're
trouble.
not going
Fuck
to sell
you.
it in any state.
California's a big state
Well,
with a lot
and
of Walgreens, I bet.
Kinda don't blame them there, because it's going to get all fuckery again.
That's what
you
the
know,
idea
would you,
is.
would you sell something if you weren't sure whether you were going to go to jail for
That's
it?
exactly what the case is down there in Texas. Is a doctor willing to take the chance to go ahead and perform whatever medical procedure he deems necessary on the threat of he may go to jail if he's not held up to,
Well, yeah.
to be right?
I don't see any problem selling it in the states where abortion is legal, and they're not going to sell it there either.
I don't think it's
That's
any
what I'm
business
talking
of yours. What's in that package when it comes from the drugstore? If the doctor prescribed it for you, whose business is it?
Apparently, it's some of the
Well, no.
state's business.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you know, these suckers, they all went ape shit because the mask mandate. You know, they said the state was stepping on their fucking rights and shit. And now, you know,
Now they're all for states doing that, right?
They want a
Yeah.
politician in the same room with you and your fucking doctor. I mean, come on, man.
That's exactly what it is. They'll decide, not your
Well, they
doctor.
paid the price.
Come on, your doctor is probably a liberal anyway. We can't be
Yeah,
having
it's
that
Five
shit.
fascism.
Republicans died to one Democrat during the pandemic because they were the ones who wouldn't wear the mask. 5-1 deaths.
This case down in Texas, and it's going to set a tone across the country, I think, is challenging not the abortion law, but when is it appropriate for a doctor to proceed with something that he feels is medically necessary, that he deems it, not some board of legal, assholes trying to figure out, well, can you do this or not? No, this is a doctor's call right then. And that's what this is about.
Well, and
that's-
it's about the religious right. It's
Well,
Let me
It's
tell you a
always
story
about the
about
religious
Ireland.
right with the Republicans because, you know, like I said, they're going to fight for that child right up until the time the doctor slaps it on its ass and it takes its first breath. After
Yeah,
that,
they're
they don't
they're
give a
the
shit.
main reason why behind the Republican Party, John.
What?
The religious right. They're the
They
ones
are.
behind all this nonsense.
They are. That's what controls Texas. One extremely rich religious asshole out in West Texas controls damn near all of Texas. I can't remember his name right now. Extremely wealthy,
You know,
big
in
Christian.
Ireland they've been fighting for, women's rights to have an abortion, and we all know that they're very heavily either Catholic or Protestant, but their religions over there really deem what goes on, and it's been horrendous for a long time. Finally, I think it was just this year, they got really excited because they did get it through that you can get an abortion. And it came about because there was
In the church?
a
The church doctrine? Is that what you're talking about?
well, that rule was because of religious reasons that
Right.
they would not even save a woman's life. They would not do it.
Religion should have nothing to do with
Well,
anything.
this is in Ireland, though. Let me just
I agree.
back up here. So,
Hi,
about,
Linda.
I think
Did I
it was
say hi to
10
Linda?
years ago.
Go ahead,
10 years
Miss.
ago, a woman died because the baby should have been removed. It would have saved her life, but instead, they doctors couldn't do anything about it. It got sepsis. She died of infection. It was just horrendous. The woman suffered. She literally suffered because they wouldn't even give her anything because they didn't want to hurt the fetus that's going to die. Anyway, really,
Right.
and the outrage was just so
It should be.
huge out there. They finally
It should be.
pushed this through, and they were so happy and pleased. And then they saw that we were losing ours, and they're like, "What the hell? What do you mean you're losing yours?
Yeah.
We've been looking at you for all these years because you had this right, and we didn't, and now you're losing yours." Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they can't believe it. I can't believe it. 50
It's-
years.
It's hard to believe what
It
a lot of
is.
shit in this country. Linda, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Pretty good.
I'm sorry, darling. Did I not say hello when you came in the room?
No, you did not.
I did not. I should be chastised
I
for
don't
that.
care.
How rude of me. I'm
Oh.
sorry, darling.
I don't care.
I try to keep my eyes on
All
too
good.
many things on this table. But how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Just kicking back. Listen to you guys.
I wouldn't listen to us. We don't know what we're talking about.
Well, yes, you guys do. Yeah, it's
Mostly.
terrible.
I am so.
Everything that's going on.
I'm
It's just
looking.
awful.
I'm looking forward to I got a message from John and Carolyn. They moved their date up, so they will be there on the 19th of May. So we are set solid that we are going to be in San Antonio on May 19th, 20th, and 21st. So if you're in the area, please drop by and see us. We're going to get the details out quick as soon as Travis comes back, because there's a few things we need to update on our page and everything. He's on a road trip right now, so I'm hoping he returns soon. But let me thank Michael Johnson, who came in with $2 and said that the CRT, woke, litter box, M&Ms, tater heads, fuck Trump, fuck that GOP.
Did you hear about Hershey's?
I saw a
Did you
headline, something about this is not your grandpa's chocolate bar, but I did not read it.
It has her and she in the name, and so the GOP's MAGAs are boycotting it now. They're all upset about it. She and her. Hershey's.
Her and she.
Oh my
The
God.
pronouns,
Don't
huh?
tell me.
Is that what
Yes.
they're concerned about? Pronouns?
Boy, if
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
are
what they're
you
concerned
shitting
about.
me? Nothing to do with the
stupid
name of the people that
assholes.
invented this. I mean, that formed the Hershey family. Has nothing to do with that.
they
Right.
are dopes. I'm telling you, John. They're dopes.
They don't deserve a Hershey bar.
They don't. They don't. But anything. If they can use it as a wedge to divide this country culturally, they will do it. They don't really give a shit what it is. They'll make crap up.
That is their sole purpose.
It is.
Divide and
It
conquer.
is.
To
Exactly.
destroy
Divide
America.
and conquer.
And
That's
I
their
think it all
only
comes
way.
down to Vladimir Putin. I really do.
Notice all the stuff with Assad, everything started happening to divide everyone in Europe. You know, when all the people left
It,
Syria, how did they have means to travel? Next thing you know, they're
You
in
know,
Europe.
you see
You
any
know what,
Republicans
Linda?
not that many
Mhm.
Republicans want to support Ukraine.
Yeah.
well, you know
You know,
what?
really?
I wouldn't be
Democracy and all that
surprised,
stuff you
John.
call?
John, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they're getting advice from Putin. It wouldn't surprise me one
The
bit if
Republicans?
something on. Yes,
They're all with Russia, I think.
exactly. And they never used to
They're
be
all
like
willing
that
to
years
go with
ago.
Yeah,
with
what happened?
yeah.
That's what I'd like to
Divide and
know.
conquer.
Trump,
Makes everybody on the internet hate each other. Think about it. We all
Trump-
Like,
get
when
mad
could
at
we
this
ever
each
trust
other.
Russia?
Trump spent 4 years kissing Putin's ass
That's
yep.
as much as
That
he
is
possibly
frustrating.
could in front of God and everybody on live TV,
Mhm.
and then tried to make up for it. Like, oh, I didn't do that. No, yeah, no, we
Hey,
all saw you.
Trump is a fanboy of all these dictators.
Yes.
I mean,
Right.
he
He
is.
loves Kim Jong Un. Loves
I
the guy
know.
because he
My
wants to be
boyfriend,
glorious
That's,
leader.
that's because Trump's already a dick to begin with. So he
Yeah,
would be,
there you go.
Yeah.
he'd be happy to help out.
Who did that dude?
dictators.
Didn't he get a
Who's-
loan from Kim or
No,
something?
from that.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
don't
think
know.
he got a good loan from the dude from the United Emirates.
Oh,
Well, that,
yeah,
but
slice and dice.
Probably did.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. He's a
Yeah,
prince something.
slice and dice. I call him. He's the guy that killed Khashoggi.
Slice and dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
Prince.
He's got about 4 names attached to him.
Yeah. Salam. I don't know.
Great.
Prince Slice and Dice, who we are still in bed with. We are still in bed with.
That's
So
that name.
that pisses me off anytime. Michael
Have you
Johnson.
noticed all those commercials?
What commercials?
Have you the commercials on the United Emirates? They're
Thank
inviting
you, Caroline. Mohammed bin Salam.
There
That's
you go.
There you go.
Mhm.
Thank you, Caroline.
I think they're losing power, but I'm telling you, I think it's going to be Trump and Nikki Haley on a ticket. I really do.
That's
really
what I
do.
think. It's going to
I
be
do.
Trump and
That's a
Haley.
possibility.
And Haley,
Oh,
get
you
that
think
out.
Nikki Haley? I'm thinking Carrie Lake. You
Oh,
think it's
God.
going to be Nikki Haley?
I think it'll be. I think it's going to be her. It's going to be Nikki Haley. Because look at how they're both there at CPAC. I mean, really. And all of a sudden,
She was
she'll
at
get the
CPAC.
suburban vote. That was hilarious when I saw the empty seats. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I love that part. Yeah, and that wasn't just one shot that they shared all around. No, it's several venues, different speakers and everything. And no, half them seats are empty. I dare say more than half are empty.
I know.
It was
I
pretty
did enjoy that.
sparsely spread out. You know, it's like no big crowd of people there. You know.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
as well, you
Oh,
know,
John, that's fake news. That's all fake news.
is
Oh,
it
that's
fake
fine.
news?
Yep.
It
fake
was
news.
packed. It was overflowing. A fantastic crowd. You wouldn't believe it was the biggest in history. Yeah, all that shit. Let me
That
thank
place
Michael.
was full.
Huh?
That
It was
place
full
was
of
full.
shit.
It
is
was
what it
full
was.
as a tick. You can't say nay. It wasn't. We all saw it. Write it in the history books. Michael Johnson came in with another $5 and said, following lies in Trump and faux news shows your bigotry. Your flag flies high and doesn't mean you're a patriot. Fuck Trump. Cheers to the real patriots. Indeed, baby.
Jeff Curry
Indeed.
says that Trump will make Nikki and Carrie Lake wrestle for it.
In prime
That would
time.
be good to see.
Prime
That
time.
would be awesome to see.
In bathing suits.
Mud wrestling?
Oh,
Yeah.
There
Probably.
you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Whatever.
Mud wrestling, yeah.
He
I don't
is.
mind watching a few pigs.
He's gone off Trump has gone off the deep end lately with the flying cars comment. He's made a bunch of weird comments here lately.
totally.
Just
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think more. The flying cars thing really hit me, but there's something more that he's been talking about that are just really.
And
Oh yeah, he's got this utopia vision going on. Like,
Too
okay,
much
how
Adderall
does
while
that
he's
work?
watching the Jetsons, I think. I want a flying
He's
car
watching
too. But
some kind of weird
yeah,
movie.
I don't know what he's watching nowadays, but man,
well, the flying cars are $250,000 right now, so he can afford one. We can't.
I don't think he can afford one anymore. Unless one
Yeah, I think
the-
somebody had to loan it to him.
somebody'd have to buy it for him or loan it to him or
Kim
something.
Jong Il.
I remember there was a flying car back in the what was it,
Yeah,
70s?
they've had it
was
before.
it was the Dukes of Hazzard, wasn't it?
Yeah, jumped off a hill and there you go. Probably go down to the local racetrack and see
What?
flying cars every weekend somewhere.
The general.
The
Yeah.
general.
The general.
Yeah, the general. Mm-hmm. Boy, howdy shit. Ain't
Hey,
we
I
living
used to
in
do
the
that.
age of wonderment?
I used to be. I said I used to do that.
You used to drive?
I used to drive as crazy as that. Yep, yep. My dad would just shake his head and said, "Boy, you're gonna kill yourself."
Yeah. Well, good thing your dad
Thank
was
God
wrong
he was
on that
wrong,
one.
right?
On that one. You know,
Well, I learned my lesson. I learned
I
my
think we all
lesson.
did.
I
I'm,
decided.
I am again. I'm so lucky sometimes. I count my blessings all the time, and I'm not even religious. But my son Tyler, when I'm in the passenger seat with him, I'm always sitting over there going, "Really? Can't speed up a little bit or something?" In my mind, you know, I would be driving low, but he is a very cautious driver. Not in a hurry for anything. He goes the speed limit, uses his blinker every time he turns that wheel. I'm just thinking, yeah, there you
Good
go.
for him.
Yeah, yeah, makes me feel good. Of course, I'd rather be driving because he's too slow. But, I know
Hey,
where I'm
John,
going.
how did I do? How did I do when we went to
Oh, you did fine.
go help Randy?
I ain't critiquing nobody else's driving. When I get to be in the passenger seat, I'm looking out the window, brother, because
That's
I never
exactly
get to
what
see
you
that.
told me.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what you told me.
Yeah,
I love this.
I
I get
love
to
this
see
shit.
what's
I don't
going
never
on
get to
around.
look out the window this long. I only get the. Is it time? Really, Mark? God damn! I swear,
Yes.
time flies.
Roll the credits.
Let me see. Let me see which one is it. It's this one. There you go. But let me tell you the story about this post office box number. I ain't doing that again. I was thinking to myself though when I got when your letter showed up in my mailbox. Travis, like I say, is on a road trip, but I wanted a button that I wanted to go from the violin to some kind of happy music. You know, like that.
Oh, that would be.
I went to the
That would
mailbox,
be,
sad music playing, and I opened up, put the key in, sad music playing. I pulled the door open, and then all of a sudden I could switch from the sad violin music to the happy music, the fireworks going off or some shit. Yeah, we're working.
You know what? Roy Rogers
I'm trying
song,
to be
Happy
entertainment.
Trail. Happy Trails.
Happy trails to you. Who plays that
Happy
shit?
Trails to you. I don't know, but that
Who
would
would
be a
even
good
have
ending.
that kind of shit on their playlist?
I don't know,
John.
but I can look it up.
I'm looking. Wait a minute if I can find it. Hakuna
Now, you
Matata.
got to be careful what you play.
I know
Yeah,
you can
you're
only
allowed to
pay a
play
few bars, or they'll just take
That's
your
all
ass
we
off.
need.
How about
That's all we need.
anyway? I won't do that. It's one of those things I know by heart. Some trails are happy trails, others are blue. It's the way you ride the trail that counts, and that's what I like. That's the part of that song I like. It's the way you ride the trail that counts. We all ride different trails. Every one of them's gone a different path down the road. And not all of them. Oh, baby, I look back at mine. Oh, no. It's easy to spot the mistakes now. At the time, not so much. Yeah. But we all have potholes. We all,
Hindsight.
2020, baby.
Better than
Look at that. I shouldn't have done that. Well,
So, let me
you
ask you a
learn
question.
from that and move forward. That's what you do.
So, will they jump your ass if you just sing the lyrics of a song? I mean, shouldn't that be
If
like
you go
original
too
content?
many, if you go too many bars, yeah, they'll
Really?
they'll hit
That's
you with a
fucked up.
copyright. Now
Well,
the
that's
other
the
day,
question.
I told you TikTok took me down, took my video down on I think it was Friday.
That's
I don't know.
Chinese. We don't care about Chinese.
Well, they took my ass down, but then I fought it and I won, and they put my shit back.
They
Good.
took
Alright.
you down for playing the national anthem.
Well, there's some songs, Happy Birthday, I think you can do that, which we do here.
National anthem. you
National
can do
anthem,
too.
things
We
like
didn't know
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
copyrighted
public
music,
domain.
yeah,
They
if
do
you go too
Christmas
many
ones.
bars on that, they'll shut me off. Ain't that some
Hmm.
shit? Now, that's because I'm doing because there's this one person that's on Facebook, and she's playing popular music all the time, but not while
But
she's
she's-
talking politics. She's only dancing around. She's are you
Well,
talking?
how many times was
Talk
Trump?
about a
Was
maggot.
Trump
She's a
how many
maggot.
Trump?
Huh?
How many
How-
times has
how
Trump
does he-
used music? He's been sued for or warned about using.
Exactly.
Yeah, he don't care about that. Those are little suits.
Yeah.
Whoop de doo.
Yeah.
You know, I get singled out all the time on Facebook. I don't know how many times I've been put in Facebook friggin' jail
Really?
for dumb shit. I got put in Facebook jail for quoting what's the movie Joe Dirt. Yeah, I got put in Facebook jail for quoting Joe Dirt, and it was considered hate speech. Yeah, that's
Well,
why, that's why I was
they took me
jail.
off for hate speech because I
Somebody
said Donald
turned
Trump
you
was
in.
nothing but it should be qualified for nothing but
Yeah.
an ass licker. That's what he
Yeah,
does.
somebody turns you in, James.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
When
what I-
somebody makes a
Yeah.
complaint, then they usually take an action against you. But if you fight it, if you go, hey, wait a minute now, I didn't do that shit. That's your disgusting mind thought that shit up. And
I got in Facebook
There
jail.
is a woman on TikTok who sings all of these songs that you know they're well-known songs. They're not rock. They're not anything like that. They're more like
She
pop
paradise.
songs, you know?
What do you call it?
Parody?
What do you call that word?
parody.
Yeah, parody.
Yeah, there's a lady, Lauren, who I'm friends with. She's always on the Tim Cormall show. She's an artist. She sings lots of songs that I wish I could play here. They're parody songs with the music of one song, but she puts her own words in there.
And
she does
she's hilarious.
she is fantastic. And I have her permission to play it, but it doesn't matter. It's the tune of the song that they hit me with. So I can't play her music here. Or I would every show. So we do get by with some music, you know. See? Everybody knows what song that is. It's we get away with this every time. I know that. I could dance to that shit. I don't know why they don't hit me with that one, but yes, Irene Lambert. I love her songs. I'm glad to see people. And Carolyn, she is great. She is an outstanding artist. Lord, yes. She, as a matter of fact, Tim Cormall ends his show every week with one of Lauren's songs. But
You know Tim's going to retire in 2 months, don't you know?
Who?
Tim Cormall.
Oh, in 2 more months? I told him he should
Yeah.
get a chain. See, get a chain. 60 links long, get one of them little chains. And then every day just cut a link off. It's called a short timer's chain. And
There you go.
we did that in the Navy. When you were getting ready to get out, you know, when you get down to 30 days, you put a chain on your belt. Just a little chain, hangs down maybe that far, got 30 little links in there, and then just every day you cut one off. Keith Thompson came in with a $500 donation. Keith! No, he didn't. He came in with a $5 donation because he knew it.
Just teasing.
You need to get some glasses, John.
Yeah, both of us do.
Dr. John.
Yeah, Keith needs to get them too. Keith Thompson came in with a $5 donation, said the right-wing nut jobs care about the unborn. They don't care when the babies are born and here then, not help them. The right-wing nut jobs say then they cost too much. That is. They're going to cost too much. What is that idiot said the other day that we talked
To
about? I
let
can't
them
remember.
die.
To let them,
The one who
that
said to
if
let
they
'em die.
suffered child abuse, that it's better if they die because the child will
Yeah.
cost the state a lot of
Yeah,
money in therapy.
It would be cheaper.
It would be cheaper if the child was killed during child abuse. Now, again, I want that guy to sit there and explain to me the sanctity of life and all that other bullshit while he's talking about preventing abortions. And that's
He got
saying,
censored for that.
yeah, they should. They should have censored him for that. That was the disgusting remark.
Well,
And-
that's
but it
just
shows
proof.
you who they are.
Yep.
It
That's
shows you
just
who
proof
they are.
about the wasted dollars that were spent on the GOP when they were growing up.
Yeah.
Well,
That
the
was
thing is,
wasted dollars.
they have no shame with what they say
They
anymore.
they have
How
no
were these
empathy.
people raised that
You
they
know,
believe this?
that's what kills me about these people. They to me they don't have any empathy. They've lost their soul into a ball of hate, and that's all they want to do. It's the same way I look at religious assholes who want to convince you when you stand outside of abortion clinic, tell you you're going to hell or some shit like that. They don't give a shit. They're in it. I don't know. Don't get me started. Anyway, it is Tuesday. How y'all done? Oh, we're ending the show. That's right. I thought we was just starting again. I want to thank everybody for coming by and joining the conversation this evening. Uh, Eventful day. Always is, every day. And there's always something to talk about. Anyway, let's go down the list. Joe,
Yes, sir.
thank you. When am I going to get my ride? Come on, buddy. Come on.
Hey, I'm gonna do my best. Maybe tomorrow, as soon as I get off.
No,
get
can't
out
do
of
it
here.
tomorrow.
Can't do it tomorrow.
No, previous engagement tomorrow.
I guess I'm gonna take Jenny then.
Jenny would like a visit. Jenny, man, that's shit. My heart has pounded too much here lately, early in the morning. I belong to give you a quick little thing of how John's day starts sometime. It's called Neighborhood, not Neighborhood Watch, it's anyway, it's a little app on TV for people who live out in the country. And, like in my area, everybody's on this little app and they talk about, hey, there's a garage sale going over here, or I have hay for sale over here, or
Next door app.
next
like a
door.
next door.
Yes,
Yeah.
next door. That's it. And so what was it? Yesterday morning, I'm having my coffee and I open with my mail and okay, I'm gonna check my mail and there's something from next door. I just read the header. That's and it said, "Is anyone missing a donkey?" That's all I had to read. I'm up and out the door. Scared the living daylights out of me. She's behind the little building over there. So I'm yelling her name out and all over the place, checking the fence line, making sure it's okay. And she's not responding normally. She's hee-hawing off her ass. Anyway, she finally walked around the building and there she was. Nothing wrong and she's fine. So
And was she snickering?
It probably was. Probably was. No, it scared the shit out of me. And, yeah, I went back to read the rest of the thing, and the description was not my donkey. So,
Something like a little adrenaline in the morning.
nothing like it, baby. Kick that heart right up in the... Anyway, Joe, thank you for coming by. We'll hook up in the next couple of days, because I would. That's a
You betcha,
badass
buddy.
looking
You betcha.
Jeep, buddy. I'd like to take a ride in it.
You betcha. We'll
All
put her in 4-wheel drive.
There you go.
Hey, Joe, I think I sent you a friend request.
What's that?
I said, I think I sent you a friend request.
You sent
You
that
got
guy
a
a friend request, James?
Do you have a smoker on your page?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I sent you the right one.
And he knows how to
Okay.
use it.
Okay.
It's a
I'll
big
take
smoker.
a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look, James.
Okay.
And James, thank you, brother, for coming by, and thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank
Not only
Thank
the
you, my
donation,
friend.
it was the mail itself. There was an envelope in my box. Have I
Hey, it's
explained
that-
how sad
that
it's been
violin.
because I
Hey,
hadn't gotten
that
mail in
violin
that
does
box
it.
in a long time, and I've been waiting forever, and then finding them.
That fucking violin does me in, man.
It does.
Go right into that sad sob story. Anyway,
Playing on the
James.
heartstrings.
Yeah, well, that's right, man. I went today. Guess what? Nothing. And the sad part is, I thought, there might be something in there today. Well, honey, there's no
Is that
reason to
the-
go to town. Well, yes, there is. I could go to CVS
that-
because we have prescriptions ready, which is right across from my post office box. So I
Come on,
went.
people. Hey,
So I
hey.
went, and I went to my post office box. It was empty, and then I got back in my truck and drove all the way home. And she said, "Did you pick up the prescriptions?"
No.
That's about a 15-mile trip that I took and forgot to go into CVS, which is, like I say, right across the parking lot. Yeah,
Gotta
John's
write your
on,
list
John's
out,
on top
John.
of his shit nowadays, I'm telling you.
James, is that James Price?
Yes.
Okay,
That's-
I'll
that's me.
I'll confirm it right now,
Okay, thank you.
and I sent you a wave.
There you go,
Alright.
waving at
Not a
people.
tsunami.
We love it here.
Not a.
DJ,
Yes.
thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Did
Yeah,
you know you're addicted to the mail, John?
I am addicted to the mail. It's
You
the
are?
pull of the post office box. It's like, it's sitting down there. I have a key to it. So, how do you know? How do you know?
People-
If you
Hey.
don't go open the box, you don't know.
Buy a stamp. Help your post office.
That's
Help,
right.
help the postal service. Come on.
Help
Send
them
John.
out.
Send John the
Send
post.
John
the
a
postcard.
postcard.
Come on.
Anyway, I appreciate it. DJ, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
And Johnny Fly,
Yes.
Thank you for coming in, brother. Take care of Pennsylvania for us up there while you're there.
Well, I'm trying my best. It's very windy up here today.
Is it?
Gusts of
You getting a little
almost
wind?
40. Oh,
It-
a lot of wind. It's
Yeah.
Is it,
gusting almost
Well,
40
hold
miles
on to
an
your
hour.
hat,
It's
brother.
strong.
That's all
is
I
it
can
coming
say.
out of the north?
Northwest. Yep.
Pull your hat down tight. That's all you got to
I
do.
did, and it kept blowing backwards.
Close
I
that
have my
window.
hood on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Close
just
that
make sure
window,
you
close
keep
that
that window
door.
closed up there. We're enjoying this shit down here
I'll
right now.
send it down to Texas.
No, don't be doing that. Don't be doing it. Texas is fine down here just now. We like it just the way it is right now. Linda, thank you,
Yeah.
darling, for coming in. And next time, maybe I won't be so rude.
No, you're
Come
not
to-
rude.
I was rude. I
You're
didn't.
never rude.
You came into the room and then I got distracted.
That's okay. No
Yeah.
big deal.
We'll deal with it. But thank you,
If he
darling, for
does-
coming in. Please come back more. Huh?
If he does it again, no more cookies.
No more cookies. No more cookies for John.
There you go.
There you go.
You're funny.
And Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
Oh,
I,
thank you so
I
much.
have
What?
a quick message
What?
to Maria Betancourt on YouTube.
Okay.
She said she thinks she accidentally blocked the smartass squaw, so I think if she goes into her account, she might be able to find, a list of maybe people she's blocked, and she might be able to unblock.
Unblock her there.
Yeah,
I'd
try
have to,
that.
I'd have to call a kid.
Right,
I'd
but
have to call
Maria
a
could
kid,
probably
fix
do
this
it.
shit. I did something here. I
Just
do
go
that
in
to
your-
Travis
go in
all the
your
time.
account
Fix
settings.
this shit. I did something. Those are the words I use. So,
But other than that, while you're there, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and
all the way
share.
right down there in them buttons, right down there. You can hit them buttons. Like, share, like, share, and what did I say?
Right.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. John Bernabeu, Blue Dot in Texas. Used to roll off my mouth like nothing. Anyway,
Hit that like button.
I want to thank everybody for being a part of this family, for coming into this conversation every day. I do. Y'all distract me over there, especially when y'all start talking about food and shit. And I see it right there. Anyway, I want to thank everybody. And for being here, we'll be back here on Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. We'll get through hump day, not a problem. And we'll all get together and have a great time again. Anyway, I'm treading water. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good
Night,
night,
everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you for being here. And remember, coming up in May, we're going to have a Blue Dot family meeting in San Antonio, Texas on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. So if you're within the San Antonio area, feel free to come by. We're going to be talking about where we're going to be and all that in the coming shows. So we'll put a bulletin up and everything. I know the Riverwalk is involved, baby, so how could it be anything but a good time? Anyway, I hope all that can make it do make it. Anyway, outside of that, y'all have a great night, and put a smile on your face, baby. Laugh about something. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you again on Thursday. Y'all take care. Where's my mouse? John's distracted again. See, this chat going
The,
on
cat,
over here.
the
and this
cat's
shit.
got his mouth.
John can't read and think at the same time, evidently. I don't know him.
You need a co-host.
I'm working on this. Yeah, I do. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see y'all later.